Hello all, so today's Wednesday and that means comic book day. It's like Sunday, the holiday for comic book collector, but for me it was a serious week and I couldn't acquire all the titles that I usually do. Except that I bought Young X-Men, the Avengers Initiative, and the Runaways. I think for Marvel it was a good week, not the greatest, with all the problem with the lawsuit, but I think it's going to be resolved really quickly. And well, and for Humberto Ramos, the artist and penciler, I think it was a good week for him because not only he drew the Runaways, but he also drew the first issue of Avengers, the Initiative December, and I really like his style, but I'm not going to speak about that right now. Okay, so the first comic that we're going to speak about this week is the Runaways. It's the conclusion of That Wrong. So far, the Majesticans only took Carolina Dean's fiance and lover, Shavin, the first or one of the few transsexual characters in the comic book history, because they were trying to blame or trying to figure it out about. Well, I think they were mostly trying to find a scapegoat about the destruction of Majestain, and they were trying to capture Carolina Dean, but they got Shavin instead. And it was a good conclusion, and I want to read more about Shavin's fate and about the Runaways' destiny, but I guess I have to wait until issue number 7. And well, that's all for the Runaways. The other title that I bought this week was Young X-Men issue number 10, Big 10. It didn't give too much information except that it was revealed who the new cipher is. It's a young African American girl that have the name Alisa, and it gives another piece of information about Dust, that she's dying because of a degenerative cellular disease. But beside that, it didn't have too much about it, and it didn't I didn't find any good thing. It didn't follow my expectation this month, but I'm going to wait until next month to see issue number 11 to see what happens. And for last, we have the Avengers the Initiative December. I was wondering if this is going to be one of the last titles of the initiative, because we have the word December, but well, for the Avengers it wasn't the end after all. But saying several titles had been cancelled or are going to be cancelled, I example the New Exiles. It's going to end next month. So if you collect the Exiles, don't forget to buy the last issue. I'm going to do it. Well, this week with the Avengers, the initiative, the only piece of information was that we have about a future storyline is the unresolved issues about trauma feelings to Torgirl, but she was a school clone in the Secret Invasion story arc, and the resurrection of the Thor clone. But beside that, there wasn't too much give or take this week with the Avengers Initiative. I thought it was going to be better, but the storyline was kind of lazy. But I think it's just only an introduction storyline to see how the initiative is going to be disassembled. And I guess I have to wait. I'm going to collect until issue number 22, because I read previews from future storylines and I didn't find them really appealing. Although, as I say, I highly recommend Ultimatum. So far, it has been really good, and it's the first time that I say that I like a storyline and a plot of the Ultimates. But, well, I'm terrible saying goodbye and closing statements, so until next time.